So hello all and welcome. And I am the Bachelor Philosopher, also known as the Realist Philosopher. So how y'all doing today? I hope you're all doing good, fine, and well. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about the nice guy and whether or not chicks who lust after the bad boy, which is almost all of them, because even if they can't get with him in a long-term committed relationship, they can still oftentimes get a night with him, which erroneously leads them to believe that he's interested in commitment. And for some reason, they continue to use this as some kind of metric to gauge their own sexual marketplace value, even though he dumped them long ago. I don't know how they could continue to cling to this level of delusion. But anyway, can a broad who has either already had, at least for one night or multiple nights, the Chad Tyrone type, can she settle for and be happy with the nice guy? The answer to that is no. Number one, people don't change. Yeah, there's outliers. There's, on rare occasions, someone actually does change. But by and large, people don't change. And the way that they're brought up, the way that they're raised, the stimuli that they are exposed to, shape who and what they are. And who and what they are likes the bad boy. They like someone who puts them on an emotional roller coaster. They like someone who keeps them guessing. They like the uncertainty. They like his height. They like his abs. They like his face. Couple that with, in many cases, high earning potential, or he's actually fulfilled that potential and is earning 6+ figures. That's the guy they really want to be with. That's the guy that they've been raised to, programmed to appreciate. Can that programming be changed? Can what they appreciate change? Yeah, in theory. How often does that happen in practice? The number's negligible, believe me. But anyway, if you don't believe me, if you want to continue to believe that you as a nice guy still have a shot, and by the way, you do have a shot getting with one of these broads, but only after she's had her fun and is ready to settle down. But if you somehow believe that this woman in her later years, late 20s, early 30s, and some of these bros don't wait they wait until their 40s to have their revelation and get with one of you nice guys out there. If you want to continue to believe that these chicks can genuinely see you as hot and desirable, the same way they saw the Chad, and not just somebody they're settling for because they can no longer get the Chad, well, listen to this woman. She says the quiet parts out loud, even though she's so lacking in self-awareness she doesn't realize she's giving herself away. She's telling you the truth. And that truth is that if you believe that these chicks like her, are going to ever see you in the same way that they see Chad or Tyrone, you're deluding yourself. So take a listen.
The way y'all are acting about this viral video.
Okay, so first of all, she's responding to a video of a nerd with, patchy facial hair, poorly developed mustache, and chin hair in what is going to turn out to be some kind of positive way. Look at him. Do you think that guy, this spindly looking soy boy, in that poorly fitting, overly large jacket is someone that she would consider banging if he didn't have cashola? I don't think so.
Is only proof of what I have always said, and that is never count out the nerdy guy. Listen to me, you want to marry the hot nerd, and I will die on this hill. I know you.
Hot nerd. I've never heard a chick classify an extremely intelligent, successful 6 or 7-figure dude who's good looking and buff as a nerd, even though The fact that he has a lot of money, that he's that successful, means he has to be intelligent and thereby would qualify as a nerd. But they don't call that guy a nerd. Oh, no, 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 no.
I've always been attracted to the bad boy, but let me ask you something. How is that working out for you? I married.
So she just gave herself away. You've always been attracted to the bad boy. How's that working out for you? So she's essentially saying that she's always been attracted to the bad boy, but now somehow she's found a way to do a polar shift and become the exact opposite of what she was. Instead of being attracted to the bad boy, good-looking guy, no real virtues or values beyond his appearance or his money-making ability, because just because he's a Chad or a Tyrone doesn't mean he's not making a lot of money. In fact, he probably is. If she's into him all that much, that's not necessarily a given. A lot of broads are attracted to good-looking losers as well. That said, now she's the complete opposite and is attracted to the nerdy dude.
A hot nerd, and I'm here to give you a presentation on why they are elite. Number one, they're smart. And as you get older, you realize that smart is a lot sexier than swag.
So what you're saying is smart in her vocabulary, in her mind, equals ability to make lots of money. But he's ugly. And he's too nice. And he puts me on a pedestal. And he has no real sense of his own value, and he's grateful just to be with me, so he puts me on a pedestal and ignores all of my negatives because he's got such low self-esteem he feels lucky just to have anybody. And I'm supposed to believe that that guy is suddenly who you're attracted to, even though, you know, yesterday you were attracted to the Chad Tyrone who knew what he was worth, knew his value, knew he was hot, knew you wanted him, and he treated you with neglect.
Number two, pretty obvious, because they're smart, they're more successful, they're doctors, they're engineers, they're businessmen. While that bad boy that treated you like total shit is 38 years old and he's still working the door at the local nightclub.
Oh, gee, that's interesting. That's a very specific, that's an extremely specific reference. Methinks she's talking about her own personal experiences. I wonder how many dudes that were working the doors at nightclubs, big, buff, strong, gym bro, Chad dudes she went out with before she had this epiphany that completely, totally, 100% changed her personality and her outlook on life and her mindset and the things she appreciates and the virtues that she has and the things she values. Yeah.
Number three, they're not cocky because they actually don't even know they're hot.
And that's not something women are attracted to, by the way. Okay? Now, this is the new boss babe movement. Women thinking they want, women actually desiring, women wanting to be in charge of relationships. They want to feel safe. They want to feel in control because the guys they've been going after prior were the Chads and the Tyrones, whether they be a high earner, good-looking dude or a low earner, good-looking gym bro built like a brick house. Those dudes had the pick of the litter, so they didn't feel safe, they didn't feel secure with those guys. And while that gives them that up and down roller coaster ride of emotions, there's not much stability there. They're constantly getting dumped. They're constantly accumulating trauma. They want to be with someone where they feel like they're the ones in charge, but that clashes with their natures, which is wanting to be with a guy who's strong, who's assertive, who can protect her. They don't want to be the ones driving the car, right? They don't want to be the ones holding the reins. They want a dude who's going to be dominant and assertive, is going to take charge. He's going to drive the car. He's going to take the reins, right? But those guys, by and large, they have options.
May have grown up kind of puny, kind of dweeby, but they've blossomed, they've filled out, they might have even grown a beard.
They grew a beard. I no longer want the Chads and Tyrones because the nerdy dude grew a beard.
Theory is that hot nerds get hot overnight and they don't.
No, they don't. No, they don't. They just, you come to see them as a viable option, and you gaslight them into thinking that you find them hot, when the truth of the matter is the only thing that you find hot is your ability to have all the hand in the relationship, all the control, and their resources. But you don't actually find them hot. If you did, you wouldn't be calling them nerds.
Didn't even realize it happened, so they're just as sweet as they always were. My husband is really smart and really gorgeous, but he did not have his growth spurt until he was like 20 something. Literally, he just still.
A dude has his growth spurt in his late 20s and you think he's hot. Methinks this entire video is just to try and convince her husband that she actually finds him attractive the same way she found Chad and Tyrone attractive. The guys that she said at the very beginning of this video are the ones she's actually attracted to. I find it amusing, the lack of self-awareness. This chick gave herself away right at the start of this video, saying, you know, you're attracted to the Chads and Tyrones. How's that working out for you, ladies? So now choose to be attracted to the nerds and label them hot. Even though if you're choosing to be attracted to them, you're not actually attracted to them. You're just pretending to be.
Has this golden retriever energy about him. He has no.
Wow, that is, what a way to talk down to about your husband. He's like a golden retriever.
Idea that he looks like a freaking model. Number 4.
I guarantee you her husband does not look like a freaking model, okay? She's just doing a form of love bombing there, right? All these compliments that she's not used to, because as she said, he's a nerd. Yeah.
Nerd will make sweet love to you, and you may think that that sounds vanilla. As the song states, they're not going to use whips and chains. They may not call you names, but they are going to make love to your soul and worship you like the goddess you are.
So she just gave herself away right there. The goddess that she is. Everything she's saying puts herself above him. Puts her on a pedestal above him, and obviously he puts her on a pedestal, and she's the goddess that she is. But notice she didn't call him a god. Called him a hot nerd. Wow. How superior and condescending she sounds, and she doesn't even realize that she's giving herself away.
Stereotyping, but nerds seem like they're less shallow, right? They love you for who you are. And last,
are they less shallow? I mean, these are guys who are essentially suffering from extremely low self-esteem. Oftentimes, as you said, they grew up spindly and weak and made fun of and bullied, and they come into their own in their late 20s, meaning they start making decent money, a decent bank, which is the only reason you actually want to be with them in the first place. And so they are grateful and feel like they're lucky just to have someone as attractive as you, and they overlook all of your vanity and your superficial nature and your lack of virtue and your lack of shared values, because they feel like they're lucky just to have somebody, anybody, especially someone as attractive as you. So I would argue that they're actually very vain and very shallow.
a hot nerd is going to be the best dad. Your kids are going to have some traits of their father.
Going to be the best dad? I mean, you don't necessarily know that. I love the way everything with this woman is materialistic, by the way. You're going to be the best dad because these kids are going to have traits from their daddy, i.e. genetics. I'm all for eugenics, baby. Yeah, this chick, she's so vain. She's so shallow. Oh, yeah, something that this nerd would actually take into account and see as a deal breaker if he actually had any self-esteem, self-worth, and self-respect.
And I would rather a really sweet, smart role model for my children rather than some asshole who's dripping in Riz.
Is that why 30% minimum of kids turn out to not be in any way, shape, or form related to the guy that's actually raising them, that the woman ended up marrying because you chicks want the daddy to be a nice guy? Yeah. Wow. By the way, this picture, this still right here, is a perfect example of what's going on inside this chick's head.
That concludes my presentation on why you should marry a hot nerd. Swipe right on your Harry Potter today.
Aha! Her Harry Potter. Was Harry Potter a nerd, by the way? I mean, he wore glasses, but was he an unattractive dude? I don't know. I don't know. Was Harry Potter all that intelligent? Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. Our woman, especially decent looking woman, and she's not bad looking. From what I can see of her body, she's okay. I haven't seen the rest of her, but she's probably decent. Are women that are decent looking able to actually, just by choice, overnight morph into women who can naturally appreciate the value, the virtues of a hardworking, a high-earning, nerdy dude, to the extent where she sees him as hot in the same way that she sees the 240-pound, 8% body fat, gym bro, Chad dude that's 6'5" with an 8-pack. Can she see the nerd guy in the same way that she sees that Chad dude? Or is it all a bunch of BS the same way it's BS that she says overnight? He morphed into a hot guy in my eyes. No, what happened is overnight, seemingly in your own eyes, you hit the wall and realized you couldn't get Chad or Tyrone anymore. You couldn't pull him as easily. You weren't getting the attention. You weren't getting the validation that you used to. And so the carousel ride is over. It's time to settle down with the nerd. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And also check me out on the other platforms I'm on. You'll see them at the top of this page. On YouTube, I am the Bachelor Philosopher. And on other platforms, I am the Realist Philosopher. And on that note, I'm out of here. I am the Bachelor Philosopher, also known as the Realist Philosopher. And I wish you all a good and pleasant day. Take care.